This is Adriann White outside the log cabin at our Westmont Community Arts Center. We have been blessed with a gorgeous day today. So let's take advantage of this sunshine, the blue skies, and do a very appropriately themed sun salute for some yoga today. Let's just start with our posture, which means our feet are approximately hip width apart. We're balancing our weight equally on both the front and the heels of each foot, and we're balancing our weight equally from left to right. As part of our posture, we have our knees slightly soft, our tailbone pointed down, nice long line from the tailbone all the way up the spine, out the crown of the head, and we're drawing our shoulders round back gently rather than forward. Let's just take a moment and enjoy a few nice, slow, deep breaths, breathing in through the nose. And we fill our lungs fully from the bottom, up through the middle, and all the way to the top. And then we exhale through the nose or the mouth, emptying the lungs again, from the bottom, through the middle, and down the top. We'll do a few more nice, slow breaths in and out. And one more time. Nice, slow, deep breath in. And out. When we can feel like we're ready, let's bring our hands to our heart, Anjali Mudra or prayer pose, and we're starting towards the head of our mat. For our sun salute, let's inhale by reaching arms up into extended mountain, and then from the heart center and the hairline, let's reach up to the sky, saluting that beautiful golden sunshine, enjoying the speckled puffy clouds in the blue sky. On a breath out, we hinge at the hips and do a swan dive down into a forward bend. Hands can rest at thighs, knees, shins. If you use yoga blocks, you can put your hands on your yoga blocks so that we can keep our knees soft rather than locked back. Let's do a runner's lunge. So we'll bend the knees, bring the hands aside of the feet, and extend our left leg back. Notice how our right knee is directly above the ankle, and we're doing that outer rotation of the shoulder as we reach heart center forward and gently push back with our extended left hand. From our runner's lunge, we'll bring the hands down to the ground, and now the right foot slips back to meet the left as we lift into a downward facing dog. We let the heels sink to whatever degree the heels sink. We have our arms strong, our breath flows. We'll do a plank pose next by shifting our weight forward to have the shoulders stacked above the wrists. If it's uncomfortable for you because of abdominal strength or lower back, bring the knees to the ground and let the feet be flat. Yet notice the long, straight line of the spine. We don't want to bend at the hips. We want to keep that straight line. Whether you have your feet on the toes or to the floor, let's come down to the ground now. And we'll all gently point the toes back. We'll peel the chin and the chest up, rolling the shoulders back and down. Cobra pose, lifting to whatever degree is comfortable for you. When you're ready, we'll use the arms to carefully lower us back down. And with our hands under our shoulders, we'll curl our toes under. And now we'll use the exhale of the breath and the push through the abdomen, the belly button to the ceiling, hips up to come to our downward dog. From here, let's go ahead and step our left foot forward. If you can do it in one great big step, that's great. If you get stuck here, it's absolutely okay to reach back, grab the hand, help walk that foot forward so that, again, we have our ankle under our knee. If you have longer legs than arms, here's where we, again, grab our yoga blocks so that we can open up the chest and the heart center so we can breathe deeply. When you're ready, we can walk or step that back right foot up to meet the left, returning to our standing forward bend. And again, hands can rest at thighs, shins, yoga blocks. As we soften the knees a little bit to protect our lower back, let's reverse our swan dive to come up through extended mountain and into our upward facing salute. Enjoying that glorious sunshine. And we'll come back through extended mountain to bring our hands to our heart. We'll repeat so that we can use the right leg now. Again, inhaling to our extended mountain, keeping that nice long line of the spine. Now let's lengthen the front of the body, lifting from the heart center up. Crown of the head and forehead, lift up, not chin. Again, we do our swan dive to our forward bend. Those of you that would like can inhale into a half bend. And then on the exhale, see if you can sink a little bit deeper this time. We'll bring our hands to the ground, bending the knees as generously as you need to have your right foot step back to reverse your runner's lunge. Feel free to take as many steps as you need to get that foot fully back there. Now we'll again bring our hands to the mat so that left foot can go back to our downward facing dog. Relax and let the weight of your head help those neck muscles soften and stretch. Let the weight of your head and your body create some lengthening in the spine. When you're ready, we'll come forward to our plank. Again, your option to have the arms straight and the legs straight, or to bring the knees to the ground. Those of you that would like to work a little harder can roll up on the toes and bend the elbows to do Chaturanga Dandasana. And then we'll all come down as toes point back, chin, chest, heart center, come forward and roll your shoulders back. Breathe into all that openness in the rib cage and in the length of the torso. We'll exhale to come down. Again, we'll curl our toes under and chop them back to our downward facing dog. When you're ready, this time we walk or step our right foot up between the hands, returning to our runner's lunge. If you don't have blocks, you can steeple the fingers if your arms aren't long enough. I just ask, please avoid bending knuckles backwards. And then as you're ready, left foot walks or steps its way up. We return to our standing forward bend with or without blocks. If you'd like, you can inhale to half fold and exhale a little deeper. Noticing if the second forward bend is easier, comfortable compared to the first. We'll reverse our swan dive with soft knees, back up to extended mountain, to upward facing food, and return. Hands to the heart. We'll do one more time with each leg, because this is such a wonderful way to awaken the body. Breathing, bending down to touch the ground. We'll step the left foot back again, our runner's lunge. If you're ready, right foot can go back, our plank, any variation that you care to do. Some of you who really want to work core strength have an option to lift left toes off the floor just an inch or two, making sure that you keep the long straight line of your spine. And again, we'll come down to the ground. We'll do our cobra pose, rolling the shoulders back, dropping the head. Let your elbows be bent. Those tricep muscles in the back of your arms are what are working hard. So we don't want to lock the elbows and hunch our shoulders to our ears. Rather, we want the arm muscles to do the work of supporting us. We exhale, come down. Again, we return to our downward dog. When you're ready, we step the left foot forward, as many steps as we need, steepling the fingers or using our blocks to make the arms long. Our right foot steps up to meet the left. And as we reverse our swan dive through extended mountain to upward facing salute and back to prayer pose. Last time, for those of you that love this, you'll be disappointed. For those of you who, the sun salute's not your favorite, relief. Ready? Here we go. Inhale, extended mountain, into upward facing salute. Again, hinging at the hips. Notice we're not rounding the spine until we get down to our forward bend. Those of you that would like can lift up half full. Exhale, sink a little deeper. If you want, again, inhale, lift up even higher. This time on the breath out, let's see how low can you go. keeping the knees gently softened so that they're not locked. And as we bend the knees to bring our hands to the floor, now it's our right leg that extends behind us. Our new runner's lunge. Notice how even though my hands reach the ground, I'm pressing my chest against my thigh. So for more comfort, for deep breath, and for better openness in the chest and the heart center, I use the blocks to extend my arms so they can really reach. Now we'll go back to our downward dog, left foot down. Again, we'll come forward to our plank pose. Any variation, knees to the ground, one foot off, elbows bent, chaturanga, your choice. And then again, we'll lower down. We'll inhale to our cobra. Remember, if your forearms are on the ground, you are not doing cobra pose. Cobra is with the palms of the hands flat and the forearms off, so that those tricep muscles between our elbows and our shoulders work. Again, we come down. We return to our down dog. Relax. If you would like, walk the dog, bending one knee and then the other. As you bend the knee, really roll up as high onto those toes as you can. Nice big stretch through the toes. Nice lengthening and stretching in the arches of our feet. As you straighten the knee, gently press the heel down towards the ground. A little extra length in the calf and the Achilles tendon. And then we'll straighten the knees. This time it's the right foot that walks its way up. Again, you can use blocks or not. Forward bend. We inhale through our reverse swan dive to our upward facing salute, remembering lifting heart center and hairline. And we come back to extended hands. As we release the arms and come back into mountain, take a moment and just notice how you feel. Is there a sense of energy flowing through you? A little bit of power? I'm here enjoying this gorgeous sunshine outside of the Arts Center while Kate is squinting behind the camera. So thank you everyone for joining us today. Thank you, Kate, for being our photographer. Namaste.